Oh, hi. Well, it's me again with the Grow Joes. What I thought about is we're all in lockdown, so wouldn't it be nice if there was something we could do inside? Not everybody's got a big garden or an allotment. So what my kids love and what I loved as well for many years are cacti. Now I used to be a show judge for cacti, so that's how bad it got. So I want to take you through a few of the cacti genera and the ones that are quite nice to have around. Well, here we're looking at my daughter's cactus garden, and here in the centre is a mammillaria. Now mammillaria, that's Mammillaria zilkamaniana. It's hard to find them with a name on, but if you see one you shouldn't be any mistake about it. They flower lovely, they're easy to grow. They produce these long heads like this, and then they'll produce other heads around them, offsets. Not easy to take cuttings off, but however, if you get a pair of tweezers, you can winkle out some of the seed pods, and then you can have a go at growing your own cacti from seed, which we'll show you about in another episode of Grow Joe, because it is very fiddly and it's a great job for a rainy day. Now the next one, which is really good, this is Gymnocalycium myhanavichii. Quite often you see the chlorophyll form bright red on a graft, but this one is really nice in its own right. It's one of these cacti that spends most of its year growing sucked into the soil, because I don't water cacti in the winter. But this time of year you start to water them, and they blow up, flower and grow on nicely. This one from Argentina, terrific looking plant, never gets very big at all. This one here, Lophophora, very small genus of plants, no spines at all, not prickly, not really that exciting looking. And everybody knows the old man of the Andes. This one is an Acephalocera senelis, which is the true old man of the Andes. This is Nespostoa. But saying that, they collect these seeds by their millions in South America, and then they grow them on in nurseries, and of course that's where we get them from. This looks very sick, which it is. It's been scorched by the sun, and there, just to show you what happens when the sun gets too bright and the cacti aren't used to it, they burn, they cook. Right, that's that little bowl sorted. Now we've got a whole genus of plants from South Africa, and these are Mesembranthiaceae, and this is one of them. I think this is Pleosphelos, but they have daisy-like flowers and succulent leaves. There's no cacti native to Africa, a couple in Madagascar, but none in Africa. So succulents have taken over the cacti with rain. This is another one, completely different, and this is Frithra. And if you look at it, it's got little windows on top of the leaves. And believe it or not, in the wild, it will be covered until just those windows are showing above the soil. Another daisy-like flower. And that, I believe, apart from this, which I think is Orchilicaria, I don't know actually. Anyway, to save moisture, its leaves are folded, so the only bit it photosynthesizes through is just that tiny bit on the top. And the rest of the leaf is growing in a folded position. Then we get on to some others. Pilosoceras here, and then we've got Myrtle cactus here, and then we've got these, which is, they call them very unpleasantly mother-in-law's chairs, or the barrel cacti, and they are prickly, really big monsters. They grow quite large, and it's a ferrocactus from Texas, I believe, that one. So these are what we would grow on the windowsill as a rule. A great one, if you can find it, is rubiaceous, because they are beautiful and easy to grow. And then we go on to some other things that I grow. Now, this is where we get cheap, because I love cheap. So this I got as a little cutting in a pack of lemons with a label on them, Sicilian coastal lemons, and a little cutting stuck in a pack. It was from Tesco's or Morrison's, one of the big supermarkets. So I took the little cutting and I stuck it in some soil. Now I'm growing my own Sicilian coastal lemon. Doesn't look very happy at the minute, really wants potting on, but we've moved house recently and things have slipped. Then we go on to some of the other plants. These are what I'm growing at school. This is Levant cotton. And hopefully, if we get some cotton bolls, they're called bolls, appear on it later on in the season, we can try and see if we can weave some cotton out of it. And another one, I brought this one back from the Netherlands when we could get to the Netherlands. This is coffee. This is Robusta coffee. And you can see the wonderful leaves, they're glossy. To be honest, I like it as a plant on its own. It really is quite attractive. That on your windowsill, what could be better? And something, because you get a lot of flies in a house at this time of year. Now, I love carnivorous plants, and this is one I do love, and it's a sundew. And this is one of the South African sundews, and it catches all the tiny little flies in the kitchen. So it sits on the kitchen windowsill with its sticky little leaves, munching away at them for ages, all through the summer, which is great. Goes dormant in the winter. I have also a pitcher plant that hangs from the ceiling, which is quite enormous, and I call that Fang. As far as I'm concerned, all important plants that are important to your life ought to have a name. That way you treat them with respect and look after them. So Fang is one of my treasured possessions, and she lives on the windowsill and she munches away at everything that's bigger than a green fly. And she flowers for me and sets seed, and what more can you want? That's in a group, and the penthrils. Okay, right, I've rattled through an awful lot of plant names. If you want to know any more names, you have to contact me through Growjo. I can also take you through tutorials, which I probably will later. I'm growing a lot of things in the kitchen, and you can grow them yourself from seed. So you can plant lemon pips, orange pips, all which grow fantastically. And you can also plant peanuts and pineapple tops. Pineapple tops is a very easy one, and that will be done this week with a Growjo. After that, we'll see where we go. But thank you for watching, and this is Vince from Growjo signing out.